for joining our panel discussion on how is big data shaping the digital transformation. Firstly, I would like to welcome both Dr. Aliresa and Prof. Vala, our speakers for today. My name is Jaslyn and I will be moderating the discussion with our experts from Process Diamond and Data Corner. Well, firstly, Dr. Aliresa, could you briefly introduce your company, Process Diamond, and provide a brief background about your expertise?
Sure. Thanks for inviting me for this talk. So Process Diamond is a company that was founded by me and my partner, Dr. Vala in 2019. So it's a few years old. We mostly provide services in around process mining, whether that is consultancy services as well as training around process mining. And we also, our main product is process mining platform, which allows process analysts and process owners to analyze their processes and identify and rectify the problems that they have in relation to the processes. Yeah, I don't know if you want me to add any more than that, but yeah, if you have any question, I'm here to answer.
All right. Thank you, Dr. Aliresa. Now, Prof. Vala, could you briefly share with us about Data Corner and tell us more about your expertise and the projects that you are currently working on?
Thank you for having me here. Actually, Data Corner registered in 2018. The first branch was in Malaysia. It aims to use the applied analytics in the real world, helping managers to make data-driven decisions. And starting from 2020, we actually opened our new branch in Europe, based in Portugal. And from then, we serve several clients in the different domains, like the logistic, retails, and also some higher education institutes. Our main actually activities focused on providing the applied analytics, advisory projects, and also the trainings and upskillings through the Analytics Academy.
Thank you, Prof. Vala. So for the panel discussion today, we will first look at the topic of data analytics. Now, it is said that data analytics can extract valuable insights and help managers have better understanding about their data. Prof. Vala, do you believe that this is the case? And can you kindly share with us why businesses should proactively invest in data analytics to solve business problems?
Sure. Let me give you some numbers. More than 40% of the whole world's data has been produced just in the last 2 years, 100 trillion gigabytes. And by 2024, it will reach 149 trillion gigabytes with the 3x growth rate. It means that we are surrounded by the tsunami of the data. In 2020, every person generated 1.7 megabytes in just a second. Having such a priceless asset, it's important for managers to know how to take advantage of it to boost their performance and their business. For example, using big data, Netflix saves 1 billion per year on just customer retention.
Thank you, Prof. Vala. Moving on to the second question on data analytics, some SMEs, due to technical and resource limitation, would often be able to only collect data on marketing and sales, payroll, or customer relations management (CRM). Dr. Aliresa, do you agree that this is the common issue? Besides, what is needed for SMEs to facilitate the collection of such data?
Yes, of course, having the right data to do process analysis is the biggest challenge. Of course, the key element is to have information systems that are process aware and record the basic details that we need in order to create an event log, which is what we use for doing process analysis. So if they are not doing it, they should start recording them so that they can gain the benefits of process mining. On our side, what we can do is we can either provide them with ready-to-use data connectors, or we can build custom connectors for them for the specific systems that they use. Additionally, we also provide them with simple APIs that they can use to extract data from literally any data source and import it into our platform. So yeah, there are different ways that we can help them, and there are different, but at the end of the day, they need to have information systems that somehow record the work that they do.
Thank you, Dr. Aliresa. For Prof. Vala, I was told that SMEs may also face difficulty looking for external data to perform data analytics. So may I know what are your thoughts? Is external data essential in performing data analytics? And if so, where and how can SMEs acquire these external data?
Yes, it's a fact that mixing the internal data and external data may generate more reliable, actionable insights. So as you mentioned, in terms of the internal data, they have the customer data, transactions data that usually they store in the databases in the premise. But as well, they can use and take advantage of the external data. For example, the social media data. It is important to see what happens in the social media to hear the real voice of the customers. So social media can be one of the reliable sources to receive the actual voice of the customers.
Thank you, Prof. Vala. So our digital transformation is said to have enabled organizations to capture and collect huge amounts of data. So Prof. Vala, these days there are huge amount of data collected from consumer IoT devices. Could you elaborate on how data analytics can help managers better understand consumer behavior?
As you know, one of the main goals of our businesses is improving their customer satisfactions. That's why that is quite important to actually having some insights, real insights from their customers. Based on my last 5 years experience, they can take advantage of the different applied analytics techniques. Such as sentiment analysis in social media. I remember that when I was in Malaysia, one of our projects that we performed with some good results was analyzing the social media data for Malaysian airports. And then we found that, for example, by analyzing the real data, we found that one of the keywords that generates the negative sentiments is the walking distance. If you remember, so we have the long distances in the, for example, KLIA or the AirAsia airport in Malaysia. So when we report that keywords to the decision makers in the management team of the airports, they could actually arrange some vaculators and also some free taxis, not kind of taxis, and some shuttles that can help the passengers to move. And just after it, we saw that negative sentiment start decreasing. So it is one example of the social media analytics and applying the sentiment analysis. Another example that I can mention is market basket analysis to study the purchasing behavior of customers in the retail shops, and can be used for in terms of the customer behavior analysis.
Thank you, Prof. Vala. Dr. Aliresa, would you like to share one of the example of data analytics application in Process Diamond?
Yeah, of course. Process Diamond, we have used, just as an example, we used process mining in one of the Australian financial institutions, where they use the process mining in order to standardize their processes across their different branches. So they used several process mining techniques to achieve that. we also had another company in the same sector, which they used process mining to understand the reasons behind the delays in the execution of their processes here in Australia. And yeah, several examples. Yeah, if you want.
Thank you, Dr. Aliresa and Prof. Vala, on some of the wonderful insight sharing on the topic of data analytics.